Hello, my name is Jessica. Welcome to my channel where creativity comes first. Today's fun fact is that this is the first ever YouTube video that I am filming in my new home.
So that is very exciting for me.
Unfortunately, I have not had time to beautify my filming space or kind of reorganize it yet. I don't think I will be set up here in the future with this ugly background. It'll get better, I promise. But before we get into the video, if you would hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, I would really appreciate it. That means you can join my average army and be one of the small number of people who sometimes watch my videos.
What an elite group you will be a part of.
Think about it. Really, go for it. All right. Today's video is going to be about the Ninhogger palette from Asgard Queen Cosmetics. I got this palette for my birthday in March and I've used it a few times, and ever since I got it, I was like,
so stoked
to film a video dedicated to it. So I'm very excited to be doing this video today. This is what the palette looks like on the inside. We have a bunch of beautiful, grungy, hand-pressed, handmade eyeshadows. So, first thing I'm going to do is give you 3 looks with tutorials that I will walk you through. Then I will give you swatches and a review and some information about the brand and the product. For this first look, I took the shade Out Umbla and Welcoming Hostess, and I ran that along my crease and along my lower lash line with a fluffy blending brush, and I just kind of created that winged out shape. Then I went in with Boiling Blood on my outer V and flicked it out to make that kind of liner moment happen with the shadows. And I just took my time doing this part because I really didn't want to have to fix it up too much afterward. I mean, I think I kind of screwed up, to be honest. Like, it didn't turn out as even as I was hoping, but that's why I spent so much time on it. And then I worked that shade into the crease to create the halo effect I was going for, and I popped it on the inner portion of my lid as well. I love this shade. It's so buildable. You can make it like to be super deep, but also a lighter tone as well. It's so nice. Then I took a clean pencil brush and I just kind of worked on reshaping the edge there and creating that wing. Then I went in with the black shade called Ninhogger, and I kind of acted as if I was creating a normal winged liner with powder, and so I just worked on creating that shape. And then I did the same thing on the inner portion of my eye, and I followed the direction of my upper lash line to get the angle of the line that I wanted. And then I worked on filling in parts of that liner to create that halo effect and to kind of run that powder along the upper lash line. I filled in the halo with the shade Gulveig, and I used a wet brush to do this to make it extra metallic, and I thought that really made it pop. It looked very nice. Then I took the shade Verdandi, and I put that on my brow bone, and here's the final look. Alright, for this look, I took the shade Out Umbla, and I ran that in my crease, and then I took Welcoming Hostess to kind of build it up and darken it a little bit, and also pop that into the outer V of my eye. And I knew I was going to make this look a little bit darker, so then I went in with Ninhogger, and I think I said that wrong. So sorry. Ninhogger. There's a lot of letters. Oh my. Anyway, so I just deepened up the outer V with the black shade lightly and slowly because it is a very dark black. Then I took the shade Rune Master, which is the super interesting blue brown base duochrome shifty shade, and I popped that all over my lid. I then took Out Umbla and Welcoming Hostess and ran that along my lower lash line and darkened it up again with Ninhogger. And then I popped Rune Master onto my lower lash line with my finger, which is probably a bad idea because I got a little messy. And that's why I'm making all those faces. But it all worked out. Then I went in with Verdandi just to add a little pop of shiny shine. And then because I'm too poor to afford Botox, I lift up my eyebrow and pop some more of that shade up there. And here's the final look that I forgot to film, so here's a photo. For look number 3, I took the shade Welcoming Hostess and ran that in my crease. And I also wanted to mention that a lot of these shades, actually not a lot, all of these shades are pretty powdery and have a lot of fallout, so you have to be careful when you're using them. I definitely flicked off, whatever. I tapped the excess off my brush every time I went in with the shades. Then I went in with Fencellier and just ran that all over the lid. That shade is so beautiful. And I ran it on my lower lash line. This look is so simple. I only used 3 shades. Then I took the shade Oud and I put that in the inner corner and kind of just dragged it upwards a little bit. Just because why not? I also dragged it along the lower lash line a bit and on the brow bone. Here is the final green look. I really loved how this one turned out. I just felt super cool in it. Also, if you want to get more product information, please follow me on Instagram. I'd love to have you over there. Okay, let's move on to the swatches. So this first swatch is of Fencellier. Then we have Welcoming Hostess. Then we have Gulvig. Then we have Boiling Blood. Gnungagap. Verdandi. Audumbla, Erd, and Rune Master. All right, you guys, I hope you found the tutorials and the swatches helpful so far. Now I'm going to give you a little info about the brand and a review of the product. So Asgard Queen Cosmetics is a very small indie brand based out of Russia. Everything is completely handmade by them, from the products to the packaging. I know that they are also very environmentally conscious, so everything in here you can return to the brand and they will reuse it in future packaging. And I believe that they use products that are recyclable. I think it's like cardboard and paper products. The palette itself retails for $30 on Etsy in US currency. I think when I bought it, it may have been like $28. I'm not sure if I'm recalling the price correctly, but I think it was a little lower. But I know they recently redid the inside of all of these palettes. So instead of it being this shimmery paper, they removed that and put like a wood grain paper, which I think goes with the theme a bit more. And that's why the owner of the brand, Asta, chose to do that. Now, there are a few things I think to expect when ordering from a brand like this that is small, that makes everything by hand. These pigments are hand pressed. They're in small pans. So that's one thing to be aware of, is you're not getting a lot of product, but you do get 9 shades for $30. And the shipping, at least to where I live in California, was only $8.50, which I think was insane. So I honestly think the price point is amazing. For other handmade eyeshadow pigments, you could be paying like through the nose. And what you're getting, the quality for your money is incredible. Like incredible. I am in love with these shadows. Like I would give it 5 out of 5 stars. Maybe. Like they've quickly become, I think, my favorite shadows in my collection. And I'm not getting paid to do this. I have never received PR from the brand. None of that's ever happened. I just really, really love the product. But hey, if you're watching this, Asgard Queen Cosmetics, I love you. So maybe one day we can make something happen, you and I. And then everyone else who's watching, make sure to subscribe so I can become more relevant. One day. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. The point is, the palette is amazing, but there are some things that I need to note. So, because these pigments, these eyeshadows are handmade, hand pressed, they are very loose in the pans. I have seen a lot of people say that their product has come broken, that the shadows have kind of fallen out, they have come cracked. I was expecting my shadows to come broken and that I would repress them, to be completely honest. And that was something I was willing to do as long as they weren't like out of the realm of fixing, because I thought the price was so good and I just thought it was such a unique product that I was willing to do something like that. So this is the only shade that came broken, this one right here. And it was actually mostly intact within the pan, but then my husband accidentally spilled it out, so I only have a little bit of remains in there. But otherwise, everything came completely intact, but I think that's just something you should be aware of, that your product might have some damage when you get it.
I thought there was something else I had to say about that.
No, I think just expect it. I don't know if you can talk to the brand and say like, hey, I'm willing to pay for more shipping and like more packaging expenses or whatever. I just did like the standard shipping. So, and the shipping cost was not expensive. So I don't know, maybe if you're watching this, like, I don't know, maybe that's like something you could offer, like to offer your customers to pay more for a more hardy shipping method. I think so. Let's do a quick review. Pros are price point is amazing, quality is amazing, product is unique. It looks like a collectible, like handmade item. I think it's so cute. Cons are it's delicate. And then you might have to wait a little while for shipping. I didn't really experience that, to be honest, though. I waited like 2 to 3 weeks. But I also could imagine that in some places it might take longer to get to you. So just keep that in mind. All right. I think that's it. I think you can tell that I am very much impressed with the product. I don't know if I need to say much more for you to understand my feelings. But I hope that you found this enjoyable. I hope that you learned a little something. Maybe go out and try some of these products. I usually don't tell anyone to go spend their money on anything, but I think these are worth your money. I really do. And they also, you can build your own palettes and pick out different shades that you like. I just think they're a great brand and I'm rooting for them because they're real good. But anyway, please take good care of yourself and others, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. What the shit? The drummer for Red Hot Chili Peppers looks just like Will Ferrell. I found some schmutz. Can you turn the vibration off on your control? Because that's also louder than you probably think it is. What?
I can't. I don't know how to turn off the vibration.
Son of a gun. That is so weird. I was not expecting this. Okay. Have a little damage when you get it. From Damn It Words. Ugh. Oh, crap on a cracker. Join my average army where we feel good about ourselves and not average. I don't know. Sound extra. I forgot to show the palette. Nice one, babe. I've been filmed it so long I forgot all the things you're supposed to do.